Welcome, everybody. It's time for the first episode of Keeping It Real Estate with Roseanne Nitty, the one show that tells it like it is on all things real estate, both locally here in Orange County and nationally, with your host, the host who's really ready for this show here today, Roseanne Nitty. Hey, Roseanne, how are you?
Hey, Paul, I'm well. Thank you for having me. Thank you for the
sick.
opportunity.
What's the problem? There's no problem here today.
I promise not to be nervous. We're going to have some fun here today.
We're going to have some fun. And to help you have fun, you brought along one of your friends who's going to ask you today, because today is all about welcoming you to the station.
Yes.
And the start of what we hope will be a very long-running, very informative, very interesting, very fun look at real estate.
Absolutely.
Real estate is the one topic on everybody's mind here in Orange County. Is it up? Is it down? How am I going to sell? What am I going to do?
Lots
How do
of
I get the most?
questions.
Because it's where all our wealth is located, right? I don't know about you, but that's where it's all at for me here in this house
Absolutely.
that I got. So you're going to help us navigate the new changing world of real estate.
Yes.
And to help you talk about your life and how you get started, you brought a friend. Introduce your friend.
I did. I brought Wendy Belleville, who is a dear friend, client. We've worked together for about 10 years now.
Now, wait a minute. You can't have a friend and a client.
I
It's one or
do.
the other.
She is. In fact, she's a real estate client and a photography client, which is great. And she is a marketing and PR professional in Orange County, where she provides clients with full-service marketing, public relations strategies they need at affordable price. Her company is Synergy Marketing Solutions. She does marketing, communication, PR, social media, and helps deliver the right message to the right people. So she'll be helping me with this show.
And she told me off air that she started off at life working at Paramount Pictures and wrote for one of my favorite shows, Wings, a long time ago.
Yeah, Wendy spent 2 decades in the world of television, Paramount Pictures, Wings, Becker, Cheers, the Arsenio Hall show.
That's right.
And we always try to get little tidbits about the actors out of her, so you might want to ask her about that later too. You know, was he really that cute, or?
Yes, I have all the dads.
Yeah.
Or was he really a jerk? Come on,
Yeah, and Wendy's phone number, we can reach her at 310-936-1466. And I'm going to let her ask me a few questions, and I promise not to drone on too long.
No, well, thank you so much, Roseanne, and I am thrilled about today because this is, as Paul mentioned, the inaugural episode of Keeping It Real Estate with Roseanne Nitty. So I've had the privilege of knowing you for many years, as you said, and so I already know how dynamic you are. But for our audience today, well, it's true. For our audience today, they don't know yet. So, Roseanne, this is a great opportunity for the world, and starting with Orange County, to get to know a little bit about you. So, but first of all, tell us why you want to do the show today.
Well, I'm creative, so I'm also a photographer. I've been a real estate broker for 23 years, and I wanted to do something fun and creative. I love to teach, help people, educate people, and I love to learn. So when Paul and I were first talking about the concept of the show was to bring in people who will answer those burning questions that people ask us every day. What's the market like? What do I do about my taxes? How much is this going to cost me? All these different things that I wanted to be able to share with people. I want to share my 23 years of experience and help answer questions that I'm asked all the time.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, tell us a little bit about yourself, just sort of getting started before we dive into the real estate world. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a SoCal girl. I grew up in Rowland Heights. In fact, my parents are still there. I have their house in escrow. We just sold it after 54 years.
Incredible.
And we lived on an acre of land where we grew our own vegetables and had horses and chickens and rabbits. Were Italian, so my grandfather was always bringing some animal home and growing our own vegetables. And I'm very grateful that I have friends that I've grown up with from kindergarten that I still stay in contact with today. And of course, social media helps that too.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Well, tell us, why did you choose a career in real estate?
So I kind of fell into it. I was living in Honolulu, and I was a loan officer. I was managing a financial office, a Transamerica Financial. Back then, the interest rates were like 17.99%. People just laugh. But a colleague, we were doing loans, and a colleague said, hey, I'm going to get my real estate license. Why don't you get yours? And so it put a little seed in my head. and I got my real estate license in Hawaii, and then the rest is history. I've gone on to have my broker's license in Florida, Virginia, and California now. So.
And congratulations on that. And I, again, personally know how effective you are in real estate. Tell us, which hurdles have you faced and how did you overcome them?
So my hurdles, mostly for me personally, are my left brain and my right brain communicating with each other, because I am also a fine art photographer and a artist. So bringing the logical side with the creative side has always been a challenge for me, especially in bringing real estate and arts together. So I still struggle with that every day, because one side of me wants to go out and show houses all day and look at the design, and the other one wants to take photos all day and do fine art, but then I have to work on the business side too.
Right.
You know, and then some of the hurdles that we face today in real estate have been, you know, just moving forward with technology. When I first got my license, the MLS was a very thick phone book, and the new listings that came out would be on a hot sheet. So we didn't have access to any of the technology that we do today that people just take for granted and have at their fingertips.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you for explaining that. Tell us, what are some common myths about real estate that people might not know?
Well, people think real estate is easy, kind of like they're going to buy a car online. They think they can buy a house online. And there's a lot of moving parts to real estate. It's not easy. I wanted to create this show because as a realtor of 23 years, we're always learning new laws, keeping up on the market. Helping people through their transaction is important, because people just do not know what to do. And to have someone help you, there's a lot of stress. You know, we've done a few things together, and you've asked me questions that are simple to me, but they're very important to you. And I think that's a big part of working with people and being able to be the trusted professional to help them with their needs.
Oh, that's terrific. Thank you. Tell us, what services do you offer your clients? I know personally what you've done for us, and you've been extraordinary, but just tell our audience today, what all do you offer clients?
Well, I'm a consultant, and I kind of do it all, as far as every client's different and their needs are different. So I take my ears and listen to people, and I think it's important to hear what people's motivations are. Why do they need to move? Where are they going to go? Can they buy in Orange County? It's very expensive. Are they qualified? All these different things. I work with a lot of investors. In Orange County, there's a lot of second homes here. So when people sell those homes, there's taxes and different things that will incur, and just being able to help them with that information is key.
That's great. Now tell us, this is a burning question for a lot of people. What is the Orange County real estate market like right now?
It's hot. It's hot, hot, hot. The listings are selling very quickly. The affordability rate is crazy. The houses are pretty much back or above to what the 2007 market was before the bubble burst. So people are selling who are, you know, looking to make a profit on their homes right now. But then the first question I ask people is, if you're going to sell, where are you going to go? And if you're going to stay in Orange County, what can you afford? So that's just part of it. I work with a lot of people on the 1031 exchanges and stuff like that. So
just a follow-up. Explain what the 1031 exchange is.
A 1031 exchange is where you are transferring over property. It cannot be your primary residence. It's from a rental property to a rental property, investment property to investment property, and you bring that tax over. So you're not paying taxes on the capital gains. If you're for instance, if you're selling a house for $500,000 and you're going to turn around and buy something, it has to be at least $500,000, because that money goes into a third-party accommodator, and then it gets transferred over to that new property. You could buy a higher end property, but you can't buy anything lower. It has to be that same amount.
Oh, thank you for explaining that.
And there you have it. So we're going to take a quick break now, and then we'll come back and talk about some other stuff.
Can't wait.
Everyone Everyone knows that moving is one of the most stressful times in a person's life. And the worst part? Searching for cardboard boxes. It's absolutely prehistoric. Digging through dumpsters, going from store to store, buying stacks of them you're only going to throw away later. Well, now there's an answer. Bungo Box. Bungo boxes are durable, stackable, eco-friendly, plastic moving containers that will cut the cost of your packing supplies in half. And they're made of hard plastic, which gives you much more protection for your precious belongings. Much better than cardboard. Bungo boxes hold over 100 pounds per box, plus our boxes never, ever need tape. That's right, no tape. But since our Bungo boxes come with fitted dollies, your movers will move at the speed of light. So whether you, your friends, or your office are moving, there's really only one solution, Bungo Box. Find out more at bungoboxoc.com. That's bungoboxoc.com. Or call 714-725-7292. You order them, we deliver them. You move, we pick them up. That's bungoboxoc.com.
Premier Rewards Gold Card from American Express. The rewards points can keep on multiplying. Buy 3 with triple points on airfare. Buy 2 with double points on gas and groceries. And a single point for pretty much every other dollar you spend on the card. Then, start choosing from over 1 million rewards to redeem all those points. Apply today and the annual fee for the first year is on us. Call 1-800-AXP-GOLD or visit axpgold.com. The annual fee for the card is $175. See terms, conditions, and restrictions at axpgold.com.
All right, we're back. These girls, I wish I could tape the conversations off air if it's the one on here. I think they're as interesting as anything else here. So you having a good time here or not? I mean, you look like you're having just falling right into it here.
We are.
This is a weekly conversation about real estate. It's the one conversation, if I go to a party or I'm sitting outside and my neighbor comes up, it's the one thing we all talk about is real estate.
That's awesome. Yeah, people want to know.
Yeah, and we all want to know what's really going on here because we get so much misinformation and everything here about where it's going, how long it's going to go. The question I got to ask, is it going to go up forever? Is this San Francisco? Or is the average house $1 million? Or
no one has a crystal ball, but you never know. You never know. It's cyclic. The real estate market is cyclic.
I would think so. And so I think that's why many of us think, well, I got to sell now. It's gonna burst again here. And yet, so many factors seem to keep pushing it up and up and up, maybe much higher than we've ever seen before.
Well, real estate is always a good investment. So, the stock market's kind of tanked this week, but your house hasn't.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's always a good
All right,
thing.
Good way
back
to look
up.
at it.
I can't wait to hear what the last 5 minutes are like here. Okay.
So, Roseanne, do you provide training for up-and-coming real estate brokers? If you do, tell us how you guide them.
So I currently work out of Keller Williams Newport Beach office, and I'm grateful to be there. I love the company. I've been an independent broker for a long time, and I love the people there, the culture, the opportunity, and the people that I work with are fabulous. I'm a production coach in that office, so I help new agents understand the ropes. I help older agents get motivated, and I lift them up by sharing my knowledge and ideas. And our program's called the Recharge Program, so it just kind of recharges some careers or gets careers started. And so that's the part, like I love teaching, so it helps me to teach people, and it's really rewarding. It's giving back. It's giving back.
That's so
absolutely.
important. Yeah. Tell us what gets your juices flowing. What keeps you going?
So my creative juices are always inside of me, and they have to come out. The way to start my day is by taking a walk. I'm grateful to live in Laguna Beach, across the street from the ocean. I just walk across the street and just suck in the ocean air and just let the earth come towards me and breathe in the nature and gets my head into perspective, and that's my motivation. I've learned to time block with Keller Williams. I didn't have a lot of time previously, so being able to take time for things is really important, and to get everything done. Because if you time block, there are things in the day that you get done.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Okay, tell our listeners how they can get in touch with you.
So you can reach me via my website at shopochomes.com. You can also email me at rosannennitty@cox.net, or give me a ring, 949-315-9104. I'm here to help answer any questions anyone might have, or if they have any burning questions like Paul does.
Somebody just tweeted in a question already here and wants to know, what kind of properties do you specialize in? High-end, average, anything, everything? Do you have to have niches these days?
I work with all kinds of people. I work with a lot of investors that do lower end stuff. I work with high end clients. No condo is too small or no house is too big. I work with the people. It's the people that I work with, and whatever their needs are, I help them.
Okay. And so, again, if people want to reach you, you're in the Newport Beach office?
I am.
Because the minute you say Newport Beach, I'm thinking, you can't handle my little condo in Brea or Westminster or someplace over here.
I've sold about 40 condos in Santa Ana that were under $300,000.
Really?
So, yeah. So investors like those smaller places, too. So, yes, Newport Beach just means that's where I hang my license, but I go all over the place.
And give me some topics that we're going to see. Any ideas as we look ahead? This is the first of many shows. I know you're going to find a footing and find a rhythm to the show, and people are going to call in, want to have different questions and stuff. Where do you see this going? What kind of issues do you think are burning? What things do they need to keep real these days?
We're going to talk about buying properties with your self-directed IRAs. We're going to talk about how you vest your property. Are you joint tenants, single tenants? Will your property have to go through probate? We're going to talk about tax implications when you sell, bringing your tax basis over from Prop 30, Prop 60, Prop 90. There's a lot of different things there.
And you're going to tell us what all those props are, because I don't even know what they are.
Yeah, things to do with taxes. And then I want to bring in people to talk about affordability here in town, what our prices are like, some issues like homelessness, which are really hot topics right now in Orange County.
One of the things that we've had I've forgotten her name now here, but she's well known in the county here, and she runs the Orange County Business Council. And they've talked numerous times, and they've done a housing study here. And according to that, we're some massive number of homes short of what we're going to need just for the growth, even if we don't explode, even if we just continue to grow at the rate we're growing, because we're boxed in. You got the ocean on one side and the mountains on the other, and Camp Pendleton to the south and LA to the north. Are we going to end up going up? Is it just going to be New York City, San Francisco someday here?
You never know. It's just also about affordability. Are we going to go up, or how can people afford to live in Orange County?
Yeah, we do another show on aging here, and they've some shocking statistics. Orange County has the largest concentration. I may have this a little off, but it's basically the largest concentration of people over 60 anywhere in the country. We have, as a percentage of people living here. Are we going to turn into one big leisure world?
I know. We're boomers, so we're going to be young forever.
Yeah, and I'm not leaving.
We can't go up the stairs forever.
Yeah, so at one time it was the whole market was predicated. As I age, I'm going to sell and I'm going to downsize and I'm going to move out of the market. I'm going to go to Vegas. I'm going to go to Palm Springs. I'm not leaving.
It's too hot there.
Yeah, and so all of a sudden I'm not opening up that inventory for the young people, even if they could afford it. I'm not moving out. So a lot of issues here that are really, I don't think people are looking at long term, that really going to have a big impact in Orange County.
Absolutely.
I look forward to talking to all of them with you.
Yeah, I'm going to bring in a designer who does remodels, since you're staying in your house longer.
Yes,
and
right.
Your kitchen still looks like 1979. What do we do about that?
Or maybe you got to change the counter heights of the toilets or whatever here, because all of a sudden, what once worked for me when I had little kids doesn't work for me when I'm 70 or 80 here or something.
That's a good point.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
All right. Well, thanks again. Give us one last shout out to where you're at, and we'll tell everybody to tune in every week. There's a place now here in Orange County to find out what's really happening in the real estate market. Keeping It Real with Roseanne Nettie. If you want to reach her out to her, where can they find you?
They can find me on Facebook, Instagram, my website at shopochomes.com, or you can email me at roseannenitty@cox.net. And thank you, Paul, for a great inaugural show,
Well,
and
thank
Wendy
you.
for taking the time out of your busy day to come out here and
my
speak with
pleasure.
me.
Thank you
you.
so much. All right, Keeping It
you.
Real Estate right here on Orange County's only community radio station, octalkradio.net. See you next week for Keeping It Real Estate. If you have a hot topic that you want to talk about, send it to us at the Nitty Group. NITTI, the Nitty Group at Cox.net.
Support for this NPR podcast